And here's the most popular coach in one of the two most popular coaches in Fort Wayne, Coach Jon Coffman from IPFW.
Yeah.
Well, and let's start out though. Like this was a big win for us, but what St. Francis was able to do with the national championship, I like it. It's kind of a repeat of last November, December as well.
It is.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what I was going to say. We're waiting for a call from Coach Donnelly, so it'll be after you. Hopefully, we'll have him on to talk about that because you guys, I don't know, you're like, you know how Donald Trump used to say, you're getting tired of winning.
I don't know if I ever get tired of that, but you know what's funny is we rarely talk about winning in our program.
Yeah.
We talk about winning a possession, but we don't talk about winning games. We talk about the process, and that's where this group executed to an absolute T, and very similar to last year's performance in terms of the process. We knew that, particularly this game, it was on a one-day prep for both of us. So the game was going to be about, which team was going to be better at being them. And in our group, we got 6 newcomers. We graduated 3 guys last year. They're all playing professional basketball, so we knew there was going to be a huge challenge, and we've struggled when adversity has struck to really be us. We've had some guys that not on the selfish side of it, but just they want to make a hero play on the offensive end, and that's led to some struggles defensively where it leads you into transition, and we've talked and worked on it, and to a T, our guys just played great flow offensively the other night, and that helped to our stellar second half defense. You hit 17 threes, and it makes any coach look pretty good.
I was going to say 17 three-pointers are always great.
And it's so hard to repeat a win like that. That's just amazing.
It and on the road in Assembly Hall, there's an intimidating factor there for a number of programs, and I think our guys, just the culture over the last 4 or 5 years has been that we don't care what gym we're playing in, who we're playing, what's on their chest. We feel like we can win possessions there and put ourselves in a position to have success at the end of the game. And we saw that against Kentucky this year earlier in the season, and advised our newcomers, our 6 freshmen. I said, look at these 4 guys that have had success doing this. With John Conchar, Bryson Scott, Xavier Taylor, and Kason Harrell. I said, let them lead the pack, but play with confidence, play loose, and be us for 40 minutes. And they've really done a good job with that.
Coach, we know you have to run here, but I did want to ask you, when you get games like this with IU and Notre Dame and things like that, that is something that happens not because of just one school. Who initiates that? Who thinks about doing things like that?
Well, scheduling's really, really tricky. The Indiana game in Fort Wayne last year was one that was, 2 to 3 years in the coming. It took some special people making some big decisions like Coach Crean to take on the challenge, and that was in a tournament setting that was bigger than just the 2 of us. This game this year was a part of the contract, but it was a single game attached to the end of it. And that's what our Notre Dame game was. A lot of those games where we get to play high majors are single games where we play at their place and for the opportunity, and then they don't return it.
And let's talk in the last 30 seconds we have left before you have to run about the tournament and what that means for the NCAA tournament. I know you're going to say you haven't looked ahead, but you have to be thinking about that in some respect, right?
Well, we really just talk about getting better today than we were yesterday. I won't give you as a coach, you look at some of that stuff, but we've just found we have much more success if we look at it one game at a time, one possession at a time. But in terms of the experience, it's twofold. It's an educational experience. We've had one of our 12 guys on this road trip has ever been to New Orleans. So to be able to experience some of the culture, we got down here a day earlier to be able to do that, see the French Quarter, that sort of stuff. Was really cool for these guys. We're going to do a little bit this afternoon as well. But then in a tournament setting, for our league tournament, which to me is well before you would think of any NCAA stuff. You know, we're a one bid league. We got to win the tournament. Playing 2 days in a row, short prep, being able to manage quick turnaround, being able to manage the toughness, playing with the pace and playing as fast as we want to play, and being able to do it with maybe some tired legs on day 2 is critical. So, you know, that's kind of the experience we're getting this weekend.
All right, Coach Coffman, thank you for talking to us. Continued success with an amazing program there at IPFW, and we hope to talk to you again soon, more times like this.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I hope we can bring those to our university and our city. And, you know, I think that's where this really, really plays out. I mean, it helps our program, helps recruiting, but it's much bigger than that. You know, when you get on the national media, the regional media, and you get to get our name out there and publicize us, I mean, it's huge for our university and our city. And one guarantee, I can't guarantee wins and success, but I can always guarantee that this group's going to represent both our university and city with great class. And, you know, we're very Fort Wayne proud and IPFW proud. And I'm glad that we were having that. We had the opportunity on a national setting to display it and bring some recognition to both our university and our city.
We sure are too, Coach. Coach Jon Coffman, thank you. We know you got to run. You got something else going on, and congratulations to you and the whole team.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Take care.
You bet. Coach Coffman from IPFW talking about they're down in New Orleans this morning.
I know, but just what a great run for them.
Hey, wake up. Waking up the Summit City. Jim and Carrie in the morning on Fun 101.7.